This episode of Geek-men and the Masters of the Thunder Nerds is brought to you by our sponsors, Super 7, Nerd Gear, SWA Sabers, and the Madness Entertainment Network. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another ADHD Theater.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean,
I am
Chinese food,
Justin.
everybody. You get to watch me eat Chinese food. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Probably. So I didn't bring enough for everybody. I'm sorry. I'll go sit in the corner now.
Hey, y'all.
Hey,
Mom saying
Mama
hey.
Hill.
Goody. So what's up, everybody? You know why we're here. We watched a couple movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So, before we get into that, it's been Halloween, leading up to Halloween, and I know, like, Addie was watching movies left and right the other day. So I just want to talk about what we've been watching in the last week. Anything new? Anything exciting? Anything noteworthy, I should say.
Who wants to start?
Whoever. How about we'll start with Nem, since I know Addie is, but we'll start with you, Nem.
All right. Well, let's see. I watched some old stuff. I watched some new stuff. So I saw Weapons, obviously. We talked about that before. That was new. I saw Black Christmas from 1974. Got off a podcast talking about that. I had never seen that movie before.
Yeah, I've never.
Interesting.
I've never seen it either.
I'm going to be watching, after I'm done with whatever I'm doing tonight, I'm going to watch the new It Return to Derry. So I'm gonna watch that. Yeah. And I checked out the new Tales from the Crypt. So
there's a new one.
Yeah, wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. We'll see how that goes. What else?
So
old stuff I watched.
Have they changed the format at all?
No, it's the same thing. It just doesn't have the puppet. So, but that's a whole other discussion.
Yeah.
What else? I watched Frankenstein, the original one, and I watched Guillermo del Toro, the new one. So,
yeah, that's on Netflix. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to watch that.
And it was. I didn't think I would like it. I did. It was good. So I enjoyed that. I watched Fallen again. I watched a movie called The First Power from the 90s. What other horror movies? I watched a couple of the Scream movies. I kind of got motivated after I saw the trailer for Scream 7 came out. So I checked out a couple of those. And
yeah. I know.
Watched,
our friend Jessica sent me the trailer to that, and I was just like, "Oh man, I need to watch that." But I was saving it for a reaction video, so I didn't watch it yet. So I'm looking forward to watching that trailer.
Yeah, and then I wrapped it all up. I watched Freddy vs. Jason, which is I love Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I like Friday the 13th, but I like Nightmare on Elm Street better. But I love Freddy vs. Jason. I love that movie, so I was checking that movie out. So
yeah, I haven't got up to watching that yet. I think we're still on Nightmare. No. Still on something. I don't know. It was like 3. It was 3 or 4 is the last Halloween. No. Why can I not think of it? Okay.
It's all right.
Friday the 13th.
There's like 8,000 of Friday the 13th movies anyway. So
yeah, exactly. Well, and so I've been wanting to watch the new Halloween. So I've been trying to figure out. So it's Halloween Ends, and then going back, it's Halloween Kills, and then Halloween something. I was watching a video, and they were talking about how there's like 5 different universes within the Michael Myers movies, and a lot of them, some of them go on the H2O sort of series. That's a whole universe in and of itself, but then they reference the original and then jump into 20 years later Michael Myers stuff, and then that's the series I've been wanting to watch and get caught up on. But
there's a whole like this Curse of Thorns supernatural type thing that one universe kind of splinters off, but it focuses on, and then there's another one where it's kind of more focused. And then you got the Rob Zombie stuff, which kind of stands alone.
Yeah, that's definitely standalone, just the Rob Zombie universe, so to speak. But yeah,
which I like. I like the Rob Zombie Halloween movies. So
yeah, so I was like, I went and watched that in theaters, and I was dying. I was like, oh man, that's insane. Because, you know, in that movie, Jason goes and just grabs the sleeping bag and beats it against the tree, killing the person inside. And I'm like, that was epic. And then I watched the original, and it's like, oh, it's in here too. And it's like, oh, right, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Because I was waiting for it. I was like, oh man, it's not going to compare to the you know, beating the human sock against the tree, but it did. It was in there, and it's like, oh,
well, I think
glad they included that.
A lot of people got upset though with the Rob Zombie Halloween movies because he tried to remake Halloween 1, and then he went in a different direction for Halloween 2, but it's John Carpenter, you know, and they're like, you can't remake the original.
I can barely hear them. I don't know if anyone else can hear him better than I can, but I can barely hear him.
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear any of you.
Oh, I don't know. I'll check
can you hear
my
me?
mic real quick. Yeah, I can hear you.
Well,
my mic's been doing weird stuff.
Dustin's
yeah, my mic has been doing weird things all day today. So
I'm able to say hi now because the baby finally settled down. Hi.
Hey.
Let me put this closer. Hopefully you can hear me now. So
yeah, it's a little better.
All right. I'm not sure what's going on with the volume and everything, but yeah, Halloween. I like the Rob Zombie version better than the John Carpenter version, which, you know, is like heresy to a lot of people. A lot of people get upset with me when I say that, but I stand by it. So,
all right, so I got a couple things that I watched.
Okay.
The first one, well, actually, both of them launched on Roku last night. One of them is episode 2 of the story of Mutantville in the docuseries that Brett Bowers has uploaded to Roku.
Okay.
And then it was a Lunatics Fringe cartoon that we uploaded to Roku last night.
A what cartoon?
It's Lunatics Fringe, the band.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
They did a cartoon of their graphic novel.
Okay.
They launched their graphic novel today as well. So
that's awesome.
Blurb, you know, it's like a 15-minute animated cartoon that they wanted me to blast all over the network at midnight last night, which I did because that's what I do. And Brent wanted his Mutantville Part 2 uploaded last night at midnight because he wanted it on Halloween. Everybody wants it on Halloween. I was more than happy to make sure that shit happened on Halloween. A couple of shows that you know how I'd watch like rotations, right? I watched this one day. Mouse, right? Well, a couple of them shows had fell off. I was done, you know, get to the end, and I added a couple new ones. And one of them is called The Protector.
Okay.
There's 3 talismanic items that make somebody like the super badass to protect humanity, whatever, right? Well, dude's got 1 so far, or 1.5, I guess. I've been watching this, pretty cool. And then the other one's called The Silent Sea.
Okay.
It's a sci-fi thing. And I just started. I don't have any idea what it's about, where it's going. It seems pretty weird and trippy, and that's me. I like weird and trippy, so, you know, gonna give that a chance. So those are the 2 I'm gonna give a chance to. As far as movies, I watched 2 this week. Right here. You guys. Okay. I don't have time for movies, man. I'm lucky if I can get an hour show in every other day, you know.
Right.
It's kind of busy lately. I'm just saying. Holy crap. I've been really busy lately. Building the campaign for the Ozzy, you know, for the exclusive wraparound cover of the Ozzy book. And I never built a campaign before, so that was oh, do this, oh, go back, look at it, oh, spelled that wrong, go look at that, oh, let's add more images. Got some people in here, we got some input on how it looked and making it look better. And, it basically spent all day on it, and there ain't much to it. So I can imagine what it's like for those people that have 83 rewards, 14 stretch goals, and you know what I mean? Another 100 add-ons and shit. Like,
that stuff takes forever.
Yeah.
So in the top left corner, you'll see a QR code that is for our Goodbye to Romance tribute to the ever
now there are
epic.
There are a few different versions now floating. That's the whole point of this. It's like you have the A cover, which you can get on Amazon and Ingram Spark and on my comic and anywhere that we're selling the book, you'll be able to get the A cover. But each of those places also there's an exclusive cover. Okay. Fund My Comic has the wraparound. That's the only place you'll be able to get the wraparound cover is at Fund My Comic. The only place you'll get the con edition is at a Comic-Con on a table. The only place, and then there's an artist edition for everybody who contributed because I want them to be able to have one that's different from everybody else's, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we made 4 different covers and you'll see them all as they get released, but we did drop the Fund My Comic. Luke was right on time, man. I was like, man, I want to launch it on Halloween, bro. And he's like, get the campaign done. And as soon as I told him to, it's there for review, he's like, I got it. And it was launched like 10 minutes later. I was sweet, So it is there, Fund My Comic, Goodbye to Romance, in the graphic novel section, guys, because I didn't know where to put it. I didn't know it's not a comic. It's not a graphic novel. So considering the size of it, it's bigger than a comic. It's more like a, graphic novel or magazine size. So put it in the graphic novel section and, hopefully we'll sell some of those because Iowa art teacher Tony Onesto did that cover and he was really excited that we chose his piece to be the wraparound cover, and it'd be really cool if y'all bought some of those. It'd really make him happy. Really would.
Go check that out.
For sure.
I'm getting the special Christian Zaffo cover. If you watched the art show last night, you knew exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm fibbing, folks. I fib. There is no Christian Zaffo cover, at least not the one I'm talking about, because we get arrested. So we'll just leave it at that.
He had ideas. That's true.
Oh boy.
But that's what I'm doing. The couple of things I'm watching, but mostly it's work, guys. I'm just trying to get everything done. Halloween was weird. There were some people that took the day off and didn't do a show, and then there were some people who wanted to do extra stuff. And it's like I took advantage of one of them holes in the scheduling.
Yeah.
Speaking
of doing extra stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ryan wasn't going to do his show tonight. And I was like, I wonder what we could do on Halloween at 11 o'clock instead of Freewheeling Friday.
Maybe this.
I had been talking to Margene about doing a watch along with us. And I was like, what works better, Monday or Thursday? And she was like, well, what are you doing on Halloween? And I was like, oh, I love you. You lady, you're perfect. I was like, couldn't have fallen. I love when it falls into place, when things come together without effort.
Love it when a plan comes together.
That's what I mean. It was effortless. I wasn't even thinking about do a Halloween with her. I was just trying to get her to come out on one of our regular watch-alongs.
Are you smoking a stogie over there? And you love it when a plan comes together? Is that what's going on?
I love it when a plan comes together.
She definitely made it epic. What
I ain't getting on no boat, Hannibal. I don't care what you say. I'm not going on no boat.
So yeah, she's going to be joining us on Pilled for a watch along of vampires, the queen vampire herself. So we're gonna be watching that along with her. And is she going to have the play capability, play button, pause to be able to interject and share stories and stuff like that. Yeah. So I think that's going to be fun.
I'm going to cosplay as the Queen Vampire. That's what I'm going to do.
I kind of want to just like give her the pause button.
Yeah.
And that way, if she's like, oh, and something happened during this scene, she can pause it and she can give us a little behind the scenes story and what happened during that scene. Or anytime that she just wants to stop it and tell us stories or talk about it, I would just like, I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
Or scene breaks between every scene. We'll all just stop and talk for a minute, or whatever. But definitely, she has some great stories, guys.
Yeah. It's going to be fun.
You'll love it. I promise. And we'll be doing it at 11 o'clock right here, exclusively on Pilled.
Yep.
Nice.
Exclusively. Yeah. For those of you who ain't got down with Pilled yet, you're missing out on a lot of stuff.
At least from our perspective, yeah.
Yeah, you're seeing us now on YouTube, and you know that Justin does this show every Friday, and we talk about a couple movies.
Mm-hmm.
But what you're missing out on is that we watch these movies together during the week on Monday and Thursday on Pilled, so that when we come out and talk about it, it's like you can come hang out there and watch with us, and drop your input. It's interactive show.
Mm-hmm.
There's NIM in the AM on Mondays and Fridays too. So
yeah,
too on Pilled only.
Yeah, on Pilled only. Those are Pilled exclusive shows. And another Pilled exclusive show is Talon Crew, which might be coming back this week or next week. I'm not sure which, but regardless, this is a watch along where we watch Smallville and Power Rangers and have a good time reminiscing in the 90s era fashion type.
So,
we just have a good time.
I gotta know
season 2 of my rewatch of Smallville.
Yeah,
because every now and then I'll be like, man, I'm gonna catch another episode of Smallville, and it's like I've been doing that for like a year now. I've made it through, halfway through season 2. But yeah, man, it was a great show, and I loved the way they brought the other heroes in as youngsters.
Mm-hmm.
Like Clark was like, they were all growing up in the same era, it was like, which isn't exactly how it went, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a fun show, and I really liked most everybody that was in the show.
I have to admit,
I liked the Arrow from Smallville better than, and don't hate me for not liking Mel that much, but look, dude that played Green Arrow in Smallville had a way sharper feel to him. More like the Green Arrow, I mean, I don't know.
I have to admit, I have never seen one episode of Smallville. I was in the Army when it was out. I wasn't watching hardly anything. I was busy doing other stuff. So I have never seen Smallville, which whenever I say that, people are shocked. But
yeah, that's a wow. That's a wow.
It's definitely crazy because, I mean, it was everywhere. I mean, it ran for 10 seasons.
I mean, there's some great people in that. John Glover, John Schneider, freaking, and what's her name? Mom? I can't remember her name.
Annette O'Toole.
Yeah, Annette O'Toole. There's some great freaking actors in that show, dude.
If I don't get into a series on the ground floor or pretty close to it, though, I can't watch because I'm one of those people. It's like I have to have seen everything, for me to watch it. But
this is one of those you can go back and binge watch on CW.
Yeah,
every episode.
It's actually on Disney too.
I want to hear what Addie's been up to because Dustin was telling me that she has been terrorizing a tri-state area and just robbing banks and pillaging and stuff. And I want to hear all about that. So
yeah, actually, that's what Bailey's been doing. But yeah.
I heard you had a baby on a hip and a gun in the other hand, and you were just going wild. That's what Dustin said. So
yeah, dressed as Ariel.
Right. So what have you been watching?
What was it called? I started trying to watch. I gotta check if it's actually a Prime original or not. It's really actually, it's Primetime Emmys 1x nominee in 2020 is what it says. It's called Homecoming. I'm on episode 4.
Homecoming. All right, I'll have to check that out. I don't think I've heard that before, so I'll definitely check that out. I've been watching Task.
It says Julia Roberts works at Homecoming, a facility helping soldiers transition to civilian life years after she started her new life. When the Department of Defense questions her why she left Homecoming, Heidi realizes there's a whole other story behind the one she's been telling herself.
Oh wow! Okay.
It's kind of a slow start. I mean, each episode's half an hour long. I feel like I should have learned a little bit more, but by episode 4 than I have after 2 hours, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's really drawn out.
Yeah, some of those shows are like that. It's hard because it's like I want to be into the show, but it's also they're telling a story, and it's like, all right, I respect that you're trying to tell a story. Maybe get there a little faster, but it's hard. It's a knife edge balance. So
I should send this guy's video I watched yesterday about fast media, fast movies and everything. How a lot of them make it so because they know that a lot of people are like doing other tasks while they're watching, half listening to a podcast type material, like using movies as a podcast.
Yeah.
And he pointed out that a lot of there's a lot of slot movies that are now just like worded in a way that they're saying everything they're doing, so you barely have to pay attention. So they know you're about to watch a crap movie, and I hope that Homecoming isn't that way because it sounded like a cool idea.
Yeah, that would be wild.
Man, that drives me nuts. My wife does that all the time. So do my kids. They're like doing 5 things while they're watching stuff. Meanwhile, I have to like have my full attention on whatever I'm watching. So, which drives her crazy.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like, it's one thing to have a movie on in the background and just something you've seen before, to where that way you don't have to give it your full attention. But if it's something you're watching for the first time, like I know, Ghost Pepper was talking about how, you need to watch this movie, and when you do, you need to give it your full attention and blah blah blah. And so I was like, man, you're talking talking a lot for during Nefarious. Like, I thought you wanted me to watch this, give it a full attention. Like you're trying to crack jokes. It's like, I get that, but
none of us talked during Nefarious, basically.
Yeah, the talking died down really quick, didn't it?
Yeah. So. It was one of those movies that was definitely, you give it your full attention as best you can, especially, I know.
Got to carry itself if it's only 2 people. And like my mom said that The English Patient was boring AF because it's just someone talking about everything with no flashbacks, nothing happening. Yeah. Apparently it's Ralph Fiennes or something. She said it's really a boring movie. I'm like, okay, I'll take your word for it. I don't need to see a boring movie.
Right. No one likes a boring movie.
I will say this. I never do this anymore, but after I watched Nefarious, I bought it. So I actually ordered it off Amazon. So I am now the proud owner of Nefarious. So who buys movies anymore? So
me,
I know, right?
I love it a lot because they keep switching whether or not you get the movie you're watching when you pay to watch a few.
Right.
I sent a video to the Defender Nerds chat just now about the guy that talks about fast media and how pirating is basically okay. He's like, he keeps clicking the whole time. Not said by me. I would never endorse it.
Yeah. But not that there's anything wrong with it, but
if anyone that's listening wants to watch it, it's called Piracy is the Logical Solution by Patrick CC. It's about 17 minutes long and well worth your time. It's very informative on how all these streaming platforms work and how people are getting fed up with them.
Yeah.
Well,
especially
I'm a big
pumped out content giving the illusion you got good movies.
I'm a big a lot of my time when I'm like not working, I do like to watch sports. So I like to watch a lot of sports. But even that I'm getting sick of because I just found out, like, I like Formula One, and I found out that Formula One is moving exclusively to Apple TV next year. I'm like, I'm not buying Apple TV just to watch racing, and there's nothing else really that
I watch. Videos specifically talking about how difficult it is to watch certain sports and
such. And they're talking about baseball is going to go to Apple TV exclusive. That's what they're talking about when the new contract comes up. And I'm like, it's going to come to a point where
companies are getting their shit together because didn't like Verizon or whatever, get together with whatever it was. Now people
Yeah.
aren't going to struggle as much.
I will never have Apple TV. That's just stupid.
Yeah. Well, and it gets even worse with Apple TV. I don't want to hijack the show, but I also like to watch the local the domestic soccer league, which is on Apple TV, but it's its own subscriber service. So not only do you have to get Apple TV, you have to pay extra to watch the soccer on Apple TV. Yeah. I'm like,
that's lame.
Get out of here. You guys are nuts.
Yeah.
You guys are smoking crack. I'm like,
for real. I mean, I enjoy the programming that Apple TV puts out. Like there's things like Chief of War, Invasion, The Studio, and Ted. These are all shows that I really enjoy, and it's like, but I wouldn't. I don't know that I would pay double for that.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that just seems outrageous.
And then the NFL just got bought by part of the rights got bought by Disney, so football may end up on Hulu and ESPN exclusive in the future. And then, but if you want to watch college football, you got to go to Paramount. I'm like, I'm done with all of you, you know?
Yeah.
So piracy is the logical solution. I'll download it later on. I'll figure it out.
For real. I don't know. It just seems outrageous, but it is getting harder and harder to find these movies, which is another reason you can come and join our, I mean, because if you don't want to have to deal with the service or can't find it on one of the many services that are out there, you can come and watch these movies along with us on Monday and Thursday, and problem solved. And it seems like a happy place. And I mean, these aren't like things that we're, blatantly stealing. These are things that most of the time are, copies of things that we own and just ripped and are showing.
Right.
We ripped them to our computer and are showing.
As if you invite a friend over to watch a movie, but they don't even like that happening anymore. Apparently, they're going to start charging your eyeballs if you wear Google glasses.
Company doesn't like it. Doesn't like it if you rip it either. They're like, oh, you don't own it. You may have bought the DVD, but you don't own it. I'm like, what?
No. Get out of here. I bought the movie. I can do what I want with it.
You're talking about your kid wants to watch it. I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no one's gonna tell me what I can do with right. And no one's gonna tell me what I can or can't do with my copy of the movie.
Don't tell me it's not the first thing they're gonna do if they ever get to put chips in people's gullible heads and start doing it unable. You got to pay to ad block the ads that start playing while you're trying to take a poop at 2 a.m.
Yeah,
preach that.
Preach it. The ads play in your head.
Yep.
Talk about
you suffer from itching and scratching while you're on the toilet. Like, leave me alone, man. Come on.
That's a movie in of itself. We should write that.
Everything you're doing all throughout the day.
Yeah.
God.
Here's you talk about divorce with your wife, starts giving you ads for like flowers and I don't know lawyers. One or the other. Yeah,
lawyers and prenups. I saw an ad for a prenup that people can get prenups. It's just like, what is going on? Like, I don't know. It doesn't.
No one trusts each other.
Yeah.
The thing that gets me about ads nowadays, though, is, and this is why it's called ADHD Theater, folks, is that there is absolutely nothing that is off limits. I'm sitting there trying to eat my dinner the other night, and this is, honest to God, this actually happened. I'm sitting there eating my dinner, not paying attention, kind of working on something, and from the TV I hear, "Let me tell you about my yeast infection." I'm like, what? What the hell?
I'm eating dinner.
I'm trying to eat dinner.
Yeah.
I don't need to hear about your problems.
People are too free with their bodies.
Yeah. And it's everything. It's like one of the commercials drives me crazy is this commercial where there's these women singing about this body deodorant. They're like, my boobs, my crack, I'm like, what the world am I listening to?
Right. And it is so outrageous. They're like, oh no, this is a body spray deodorant. And it's just like, no, why are you spraying chemicals on your nether regions? And it's just that's just a bad plan. I don't know.
But there's absolutely zero nowadays off limits. They're talking about sending your poop in the mail to go get tested, everything, man. I'm just like, oh,
the
God.
commercial you just mentioned, is that the one where you sprayed deodorant in places, not just your armpits, so you don't have to
Yep.
Yeah, they literally show that she has the can and is spraying on her crotch and under her boobs, and it's just like, what? Why is this on TV? I'm trying to watch.
What's wrong with
The
Scooby?
sad part is, you gotta remember, back in the day, commercials were time appropriate because scheduled, right? So the late night, that's when you get the dumb shit, the more adult shit. And during the soap operas is when you get the women's feminine products. It's like programming was
It's not anymore.
No, streaming. Now look, I set up a streaming service, so I know how this ad thing works now. And they give you a huge list of ads that you go through, and you pick and choose what type of ads that you want playing on your streaming service, right? So if you go to like Pluto and they're showing all the political, they chose to do that because because it pays well. That's all.
Yeah.
But I also have to say,
hold up. Let me finish what I'm saying here, because our channel, we went through this list and we eliminated all that crap. There's no political, there's no big pharma. You might see the little blue pill because it pays well, but that's it, right? Okay. I'm just saying, we had a huge list we had to go through and eliminate different ads from what we want to show on Roku, right?
That's crazy.
And I'm serious, it's a long ass list, okay? And you have to go down and you have to pick yes or no on this whole freaking list. And we did it. Me and Cos and Max went through this whole list going, yeah, we're going to take that. Okay, not that, no that, no to that, no, hell no to that, right? You won't be seeing them. You won't get swamped with the political shit or none of that.
No stripe, reach, and straw.
Well,
right. You won't get none of that. Okay, when you come
rapid snap coiling of the penis. What?
I'm trying to think about you guys, right? I'm trying to think about my viewers. I'm sitting here listening to you guys complaining about the very thing you will not find.
That's good.
You might get hungry. You might see some Hardee's and fucking Big Macs and shit, but you won't be tempted to go out there and buy something that's going to give you fucking suicidal thoughts.
Yeah.
I will just say that Hulu and go ahead, Addie.
In Maine, the list says how much people don't even give a shit where the commercials are going. Okay, we don't even have Cheesecake Factory or Red Lobster or like Hardee's or any of that up here, and yet I still get commercials for that stuff. Make it make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Hulu and Spectrum, like they track you to you, like your demographics, but for whatever reason, because I like to watch cooking shows. So because I like to watch cooking shows, I think they think I'm a 50-year-old woman, man. So I'm always getting commercials for feminine products. And I'm like, I don't need to see this shit. I just want to watch the Great Baking Challenge or Halloween Wars or Cut Through Kitchen. I don't need to.
Okay, but where are you watching this at now?
Hulu.
Okay,
yeah.
You're watching on Hulu. Hulu doesn't really have that. They did just like we did. They went down. They said we're going to do this and this, but they don't have a tracker algorithm like anything under Google, like YouTube.
Well, then
YouTube would definitely take what you're watching and go straight over to Google and go, "Hey, dude's watching this shit. You need to flood his fucking social media with ads for this." Right? Well, it's all under Google. You see what I'm saying?
The other thing that gets me is when you get to be a certain age and you're a dude, and they just start flooding your emails with stuff that is either you don't need, like at a certain age, you start getting the Ludo Blue pill ads nonstop and all that. But then you also start getting like tons of, e-girls and advertisements for that stuff flooding your emails. And you're like, you're hoping that your kids don't walk in because you're like, delete. So,
yeah.
No, I hit that delete all option. Goodbye.
Yeah. But
my inbox is outrageous. It is. I'm getting warnings from Google now that it's like, yeah, your account's going to stop working in a few days if you don't delete emails. And it's just like, yeah.
And
I thought the whole
90%
reason
of it.
Right. I thought the whole reason was for Google was to not have to delete anything. So I just leave it in there. And nope. Now all of a sudden they care about their space. Just like, well, now.
Well, that's because they sell you space.
Everyone's unread.
You get over 15 gigs.
Yeah.
You get over 15 gigs in your Google storage, and they want to get you to buy more space.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's
I
currently
remember
what I'm dealing with right now.
Yeah, go delete shit or buy more space. Everything.
I remember many, many years ago, my wife, it's not that she didn't believe me, but she was skeptical because I was telling her about all the stuff that guys get just flooded with. So I showed her one time and she was like, oh my Lord, how do you get through all this? I was like, not easy. It's like, it's a whole job just to delete it. So.
Soliciting it either.
Yeah.
It's not like, well, looking for it. If you notice on Facebook, suddenly there's all these boob sites and dating sites.
Everything I follow
on
is that too.
Right? So if you scroll past that for just a moment, it's on your computer. Your email suddenly starts blowing up with stuff from dating sites. You didn't even click on it. You just scrolled past it.
Yeah. Well, responding to Addie's comment though, it's like there's women going on some of these things too, but man, I don't know. It's like I don't know.
The algorithm will never know what I am because I watch everything.
Yeah. Although I have to say, who was I talking to? I think I was talking to Dustin about this offline in our chat. It's like, man, we got to be harder on some of those guys out there that are spending money on just nonsense, man. If you're buying some woman's used bathwater, you're part of the problem. You need to stop.
Buy my art instead.
Yeah, seriously.
If you got some water, it's going to evaporate. You're going to breathe it and you get an STD.
If you got enough money to drop a couple bills on used bathwater, rethink your life choices and give some of that money to one of us here, so we'll make better use of it.
You can buy artists used graphite shavings. I don't know.
Right.
I got to be honest with you. Look, I don't think I've ever seen or heard of a woman whose bath water I would spend money on. None.
I don't
ever any. None.
No. Sorry.
Yeah, no. If someone handed me their bath water, I still wouldn't do anything with it.
There's some women I really like. I'd take a bath with them, but I would not do anything with the water afterwards but drain it.
Right.
I love my wife to death. Been married to that woman almost 30 years, but when she's done in the bath or shower, I let that water go. So
it goes right. It takes
but it's exciting new bath water.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I highly doubt that was in her bathtub. Did anyone ever test that crap for skin cells?
Yeah, exactly. Right. There you go. How do you even know? So
maybe buy it and use it at a scene of a crime that you're going to commit.
You know what? It's probably got sea monkeys in it.
Yeah, there it is. Space monkeys.
Yes.
No, it was probably some fat dude named Raoul was sitting in the bathtub. That's the best you could hope for, man.
Dude, you got to worry about Mr. Krabs floating around in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
From Bikini Bottom.
God, man.
All right. Well, I'm going to bring it back on subject.
Now I'm freaked out.
Yeah, exactly.
Roll it back. You want to roll it back?
We're going to bring it back to a quick shout out here from our sponsor, Nerd Gear. You can use your code Geek-men for 5% off your order. Not to mention, they have a massive Halloween sale going on right now. And you can go grab your sleeves, grab your playmat, grab your playmat sanctuary, and all that good stuff. And I'm telling you, this is quality stuff. What?
I like that tray. Put that back up there. I'm trying to look at that.
Yeah.
That's cool as hell. Holds all your fucking cards, holds your dice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, this is a little tracker for, combat damage from different players. And then this is a random tracker. And then this is your life counter. And then this is how many times you've cast your general, which a general is sort of like a leader of an army. That's sort of basically what your deck is based on usually, most of the time anyway. So
For the rest of my gaming heroes out here that do gaming, that make card games and dice games and shit like that, look at that. You know how the person playing always has to have their cards or stuff set out in front of them, their tokens, this, their that. Make a tray like that for your game for each player so that they can keep their stuff organized.
Absolutely.
I could 3D print all of that. So look at this.
No matter what game it is, right? It doesn't matter if it's Gods of Metal or Gone.
That's what I was messing with today. I'm making dice. I was messing with making my own dice. So
nice. Very cool. All right. So now that we brought it back on topic here just a little bit, let's talk about our movies. First one's up is we'll talk about Phantoms, which Nem suggested. So let's go around the table here and let's start with Addie and see what she thought of Phantoms. Did you watch it?
I wasn't able to watch that one.
Okay. No problem. How about you, Pops? What did you think of Phantoms?
I thought it was Batfleck.
But it was before Batfleck.
It's not a bat. Hold on. No, it was weird.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was weird. I mean, not like wasn't great weird.
It wasn't bad weird though.
Yeah, it wasn't great weird. It wasn't bad weird, but it was definitely weird. There was like a couple of times you went, huh? Oh, what was that? You know?
Right. Yeah.
But look, Affleck is Affleck in every role. I don't care what anybody says. He's Daredevil. He's Batman. He's Affleck. It doesn't matter what he's doing. He's like Clint Eastwood. It doesn't matter what he's doing. He's always that guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's always that guy. No matter what he's doing, he's gonna be that guy.
Like Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
I mean, Jason Statham. Okay, it's like that's the only role they can play. Right?
Yeah, Statham-esque type. Yeah. No, I get you there, and I think that for me that isn't quite right because I mean he does have he's very distinct, and I think he does a lot of standout performances like Daredevil. He was Daredevil, but he was like a Batman like Daredevil. But in this movie, I didn't believe necessarily that he was a sheriff, but I can go along with it. I can pretend it's like a suspension of belief. So I get that. But for me, his true role should be Batman because I've loved him as Batman.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's an authoritarian power position, but he plays the same guy no matter which character it is.
Well, okay, so let's think about the town.
He was
that we watched recently.
He was
to me. He's always
he was at before he even played Batman.
To me, he's always
in that character all the time.
See, he's different and his mannerisms are the same, but to me, he's always Holden McNeil from Chasing Amy. So, you know, so.
Yeah, I haven't watched Chasing Amy, but I know of it, and I've seen him in other roles similar in the Jay and Silent Bob universe. But yeah, I don't know. He does a good job. I just keep looking back at his directorial, movies where he, plays a character in the movie he's actually shooting, like The Town. That is just a really, really good performance in my opinion.
He was in some movie that was based on a true story about like the CIA operations in Iran or something that was good. I can't remember the name of the movie, but yeah, I mean, I like his acting. The thing is in this movie, I'm fairly new to this movie myself. I had only watched it a couple weeks ago, but the thing for me though is even though he's the lead, I enjoyed Liv Schreiber and Peter O'Toole more in this movie. So
yeah. he definitely felt overshadowed because he was important for about a half a minute until that Faulkner guy or whoever the heck he was, the Peter O'Toole character, got brought into the story, and then it was just like, okay, he's just there.
Yeah. And Liv Schreiber outacts them all except Peter O'Toole. You know, he's like genuinely creepy. So
yeah, for sure. He definitely. I don't know if I want to say he was, you know, mentally disturbed long before the whole incident. I would like to give him the benefit of the doubt and be like, oh yeah, this incident caused him to get a little freaky in the movie, because he was, but it just seemed like off the get-go he was like looking at those girls weird, and
he was a creep, man.
It's just
the reason I recommended this movie and I thought it fit into like the scale that we use is that I thought it was a different concept. So I'd never seen anybody write about a villain, this particular type of villain, which is basically, you know, something that's almost akin to the Earth itself being a villain and explaining like disappearances that way. So I thought it was interesting. Is it the greatest movie ever? No, but I thought it was an interesting concept. So
I definitely agree. I think it would be hard pressed to, you know, try to prove you wrong in that. But I really do. I did enjoy it. So I'll go first here and say I thought it was about a 3.5, maybe. I'll say 3. It's solid 3 because it did have that interesting concept and execution where, you know, they're introducing a character and then they talk about this, you know, widespread, almost like it felt very much like an It thing where it keeps coming back and keeps coming back. It was very similar to It and how that whole dairy situation evolved throughout the years. And that's sort of like how they explained part of it. So in that aspect, it felt very much similar to Stephen King's It. But the villain, I felt, was like a bigger presence than just a character or, you know, Pennywise in this case. But so he felt more ethereal and is harder to grasp or explain exactly what he is. So I thought that was interesting, almost maybe alien type.
Although I will say that the way that they killed the alien seemed, or the bad guy seemed rushed, and then all of a sudden at the end, they show you that the bad guy's still alive, like just as a dun dun dun. So I was like, what?
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
Yeah, in that aspect, it was very much a Dean Koontz type thing because he does that a lot in his books. And it's like almost like oh, you thought you got him, but did you? I don't know. So
you were making a funny comment about Dean Koontz hates dogs or something. So.
Yeah. No, and it seems like in every single book he writes, he has some sort of like villainous type dog. Or granted, he does tap into that dogs are more keen to people's emotions and things like that. That's fine. I get that. But no. This takes it further, like to where the dog is like evil. It's just like, what the heck? What's your problem with dogs, dude?
Yeah. They're always like filled with malice toward humans.
Right. Right. And they're supposed to be man's best friend, but no, not to Dean Koontz. He hates them.
It's like every dog is rabid, man, and they're trained to kill you, or you know, it's like, come on, man, you're not all bad.
Yeah, because I mean, in this movie, the dog acts like an emissary to this entity, and starts like blocking and growling and getting all weird with the other cast people in the movie, like Ben Affleck and stuff. It's just like, don't turn your back on that dog. He's gonna attack, you know. But I mean. It's just like, man, it hit me. It's like, dude, Dean Koontz must hate dogs.
He had a bad dog experience when he was younger. So.
Right. I don't know, but he is what he is. But he has written some good books. You know, some people like him, some people don't. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not debating a book. I'm just saying this is based on a book, which is the same name, Phantoms. So, I mean, I'd be interested to read the book to see if it helps explain that character any better. But I'm not going to hold my breath on that because it's Dean Koontz. So
wow. Firing shots across the bow, man.
No. You get me. You're taking me wrong. I don't mean it like that. I mean, like, he just.
You don't have to explain, brother.
Certain aspects, he just leaves you hanging. So
Dean Koontz hurt you, man. It's all right. Let it out. You're my friend.
Right. I don't know. It is what it is. But
show us on the mind where Dean Koontz touched you, man. So.
Right. he touched me right here. It hurt.
My Snoopy dog, man. He hurt my Snoopy dog.
What about you, Pops, man? Where does this movie fall for you on the scale? The Baja Blast.
I was in the 2.75 to 3. It's not a 2.5, which is, but it's like it's close to a 3. You know, it's all right. It's all right. I just wish once in a while. You remember when like Adam Sandler did that movie about the Twin Towers?
No.
Oh, dude, completely serious freaking movie, right?
Okay.
I want to see Ben Affleck do something that isn't him just being the guy yielding the fucking axe all the time, or being I want to see him do something different. You know, it's weird. It's like those. I like the actors that show their chops, man. Look, Adam Sandler can make a motherfucker laugh all night long, but when you go watch that movie, he's like an autistic dude after the Twin Towers go down. Right?
Well, speaking of autistic, I would say
Reign Over Me is the name of the movie. Reign Over Me. You watch that movie, you will flip the fuck, and your respect for Adam Sandler will go up 10 rungs, bro.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out sometime. I was gonna say, speaking of
autistic,
check out The Accountant, because he
is sort of. I like that movie.
Those are two movies that are really, really good, and he has like this weird sort of autism, and but it's like a high functioning autism, and he portrays that very well, I thought. So I felt like that definitely gave him some chops on this movie. So I mean, but he is still badass. So
I gotta agree with Pops though. I mean, I like those movies, but I think it's his mannerisms and the way he delivers the lines. It's always Ben Affleck saying the lines and everything.
Yeah,
so
and it's typecast, right? I mean, they're putting him in them spots because he's good in them spots.
Mm-hmm.
Show me that you can do something different. You know, please give me something, man. Give me a Rain Man. Give me something.
Yeah.
You know,
well, I feel like his Rain Man is The Accountant.
Well, but I mean, that's totally without all the I'm a badass, run around kicking everybody's ass, figuring everything out. Just once in a while, don't be that guy. Somebody cast Ben Affleck as the normal dad.
I don't.
That seems like a dangerous.
Yeah,
that seems like a dangerous thing to be cast as. But I don't know.
Let the wimpy neighbor guy next door be the hero. Do something funny. Do something different, Ben. Please.
Yeah, I'm trying to think back on different things he's been in, like even like Dogma. He's Ben Affleck as an angel. So
he was in Air, but I haven't seen that yet. Deep Water. He was in Deep Water. Like Triple Frontier. Argo.
That's the one I was thinking about, Argo. But I hate to put this on Ben Affleck, but compared to his buddy there, Matt Damon's got a much greater range. He really does. So
yeah. Well, yeah, I suppose that's probably true.
Range, but nobody casts him in parts that aren't Ben parts. That's what I'm saying. It's like break the mold. And the next time they come at you with the fucking superhero story or I'm the badass fucking Sergeant G.I. Joe, whatever, say no.
And that's me saying that I love him as Batfleck. So I thought he was really good at Batman. So
I'm still campaigning for him, for Netflix to buy them, so that way we can get Zack Snyder's vision.
You're one of those, huh?
Yes, I am.
I would love to see a Return of the Dark Knight with Ben Affleck playing the old Batman.
Seriously,
that'd be badass, right? I mean,
Dustin, you are free to push for whatever you want, but I'm going to give you a movie reference real quick, and this is said with all love. It's over, Johnny. It's over. So,
never, dude. Especially, dude. Okay, so how about Netflix is pushing to buy Warner Brothers?
Warner Brothers, yeah.
Zack Snyder, Ben Affleck, and Netflix are all tweeting similar images of the Snyderverse, and it's just like, it's so close. Come on.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We'll see.
I doubt it'll happen, but I'm still gonna hold that close to me right here because I really want to see that Ben Affleck Batman movie. It's gonna be amazing. Dude. So epic. I'm too excited to talk about it. It's just overwhelming. But anyway, let's move on to the other movie.
I didn't get to rate yet. I got to rate.
Yeah.
I will also rate the movie a 3, and the reason I rated it 3 is that like I said, it gets the interesting concept points for me. So that's why it gets up to a 3. I don't think it's a bad movie. But I don't think it's good enough to get up to 3.5. So but it's watchable and it's a cool concept. So
definitely watchable. And I mean, I will once again recommend it. If you didn't see it, go watch it. It's a decent movie.
I'm pretty sure I busted up laughing a couple times.
That's all right.
I mean,
I don't think you bust out laughing about our next movie though.
No.
And for me, in a horror movie, that's normal.
Yeah.
It makes me laugh because I look for the humor in it. I mean, look, some people go the jump scares. I go the here it comes.
Yeah. Well, and it's one of those things like you laugh because 1, you've seen it coming. 2, it's coming true just like you thought it would. And 3, it is just so over the top, brutal, bloody, insane. It's just, it almost makes you feel kind of maniacal because you're laughing, but because you deep down, it's not funny if it actually happened to someone you love or care about. But in that situation, it's just like, oh, I told you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you take yourself back to your 13 or your 14 years old and you're with your buddies.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all snuck into and back then getting into an R-rated horror movie was an achievement. You had to sneak in and somebody had to let you in the fire door, it's had to open it from the inside and y'all all sneak in, right? We did that in Minneapolis a lot, bro. Downtown Minneapolis at the movie theater. We did that a lot. But there'd be 6, 7 of us sitting in there and nobody wants to be the scaredy cat. Everybody's got the bravado shirt on, right? Everybody's like, so we're laughing and seeing who can crack the best jokes. And we're that crowd of kids that you hated at the theater, right?
Yep.
We were that crowd of kids, okay? But it just became ingrained. I always looked for what was funny in a horror movie after that. Everything's a horror comedy. I don't care how freaking gory it is. I don't care how deep and disturbing it is. There's something funny every time. Okay. Even in Nefarious, and I'm gonna tell you the part that made me laugh when we go into this.
All right. Fair enough.
I know granted we didn't sneak in, we were grown adults and paid to see it, but we went in and saw Alien vs Predator, and I had my buddy Dan with me, and so we're watching it, and of course the theater's crowded because it's opening night, and he screams when the face hugger flies out and latches onto this dude's face. He didn't, not in a scream. He screamed out saying, "It's a flying twat monster." It's just like, because he had never seen an Alien before. He hadn't seen Aliens. He hadn't seen Predator. He hadn't seen any of those other movies.
God.
So he was going into it and it was all new to him. And he's just like, "It's a flying twat." And I'm just like, "Oh, I can't take you anywhere, man. Like, what the heck? You're not wrong, but still, come on. Why would you shout that?" I mean, because there's families there. Not granted, there shouldn't be kids, people that don't know what that is in this theater, but for some reason there still were, because it was a weird theater.
Oh, there always are. There always are.
The first time you see Jaws, right? And they play that dun 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 music at the beginning and get the girl, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you don't know what's coming, but you catch a little bit of that music, and there's cameras going around this boat, this abandoned boat. And it's dark, it's nighttime, and the camera's going around, boom, a head pops out, right? The music cued you. But you've never seen the movie before, so it's not, it's like you have to be one of them people that pays attention to that kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
Well, we were kids, we don't pay attention to that shit.
Well,
but it was funny, okay? Pop goes the weasel. There was like 8 different things that came out of our crowd, like instantaneous after the head popped out the boat, right? We're all laughing. And there's this lady up in front of us, about 6 rows, and she puked her guts out, bro.
Wow.
And that fucking head popped out. She lost her lunch, bro. And it was
man,
fun. And that just made it funnier. It just, you know what I mean? And then the one horror movie that made a profound impact on me, and I told both of you guys, you got to go watch the original Last House on the Left.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That fucking movie, it's probably the only one that we all just kind of sat and watched in amazement, because the victims didn't end up being the victims.
Yeah.
Well, and it was like, whoa, that family was way fucking worse in the head than those guys that thought they was in control.
Yeah.
Some of us just have dark, disturbing senses of humor, though. Like, I remember
that too.
I took my brother to see
that first time. That first time is like that. The whole beginning of the movie, you think the family's the victims.
Yeah. Well, I took my brother to see Jurassic Park, and I had read the book, so I knew what was going on. And the movie was rated whatever it was rated, and we go into the movie, and it is full. Granted, it was an afternoon showing, but it was full of families with like 4 and 5-year-old kids with their plastic dinosaurs and stuff. And I'm just like, I nudged my brother. I was like, wait till it gets to a certain point in this movie. And he's like, why? And I told him, and we're just sitting there waiting. Sure enough, the Tyrannosaurus comes, and then it eats the lawyer. Kids were screaming and running up the aisles, and we were rolling, and we were laughing so hard.
Dude, you're not going to believe this, but Margene was one of them people running away from the dinosaur in Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah.
Was it?
Oh yeah. She told man, I'll let her tell the story. I've talked to her and I know some of her stories. I don't want to tell them ahead of time. But yes, she was also in Jurassic Park and ran from the dinosaur. But the story behind it's funny.
Nice.
But we were laughing so hard though, because I was like, what are you bringing 5-year-olds with their little plastic Barney dinosaurs to this movie for?
Yeah. You're not going to see that version of the dinosaur in this movie.
That kid's going to be in therapy,
This is
Mommy, that dinosaur bit that kid's head off.
Doing this show with Margene is going to be fun. I think we just do a little, probably spend a little time BSing before we do the show, just so that you guys get a feel for who she is. She's awesome, and she's got some great freaking stories, guys.
Cool.
That'll be fun. But let's get back to this movie here. So you want to set it up for us, Nem? You want to talk about it a little bit?
Which one? Nefarious?
Nefarious, yeah.
So Ghosty recommended this movie, and the whole premise is this opens up with the psychiatrist who commits suicide, and you're like, what's going on here? And then we go to this jail, and this prisoner is set to be executed, and he's got one last chance to prove that he is insane. And they bring in, and it turns out his psychiatrist is the one who offed himself. So a new psychiatrist comes in to interview him, and right off the bat, this guy claims he's a demon. Not that he's infested by a demon, he's a demon, you know. It turns out, you know, he's claiming he's possessed, but, you know, he's completely subjugated the subject. And there's this back and forth questioning. I'll tell you right now, for a horror movie, there's nothing scary that happens in this movie at all. There's no scary moments. There's no jump scares, but it's, you know, it's going back in this discussion, and he makes this claim that by the time he leaves there, the psychiatrist leaves there this day, he will have committed 3 murders. And he's telling him all these things that he shouldn't know. And, you know, sure enough, you know, by the time he leaves there, at least from a certain point of view, he's committed 3 murders, you know, and then and then right as the guy dies being executed, the psychiatrist, who is an idiot. I mean, even if you don't believe in demons, you got to hedge your bets. You do not invite something into you. Well, he did. And the demon enters him and, you know, sets stuff up. And without spoiling it, he creates a scene. And the psychiatrist, you know, thinks that he has triumphed over this guy by not dying, that divine will saved him from the bullets going off and everything. And then I was surprised to see Glenn Beck in this movie. So Glenn Beck shows up, and he's interviewing him months later, and he's rewritten this manifesto that Demon wrote, and he's published it. And then that in the movie kind of ends on a little cliffhanger there. But I think the ending is a little bit debatable, because I'm kind of like, well, you know, what has really happened here? But I don't want to spoil the movie for everybody who hasn't watched it. But summarized, that's the basic plot of the movie. So it is a horror movie with nothing scary in it, but it's scary on a mental level, and at least for me, and it was captivating. You know, like Addie was saying before, really most of the movie is 2 people talking, which but I couldn't look away. So
yeah, I don't know if Addie's still around, can talk about this.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so let's hear from you. Let's hear what you thought.
Make a lot of noise. Yeah, I thought it was really good. I think I mentioned outside of the stream at one point. I'll mention it now so other people can hear. But the movie was written by a Christian author, and he was inspired by the Screw Tape Letters, which is about a demon, Screw Tape, talking to his nephew Wormwood about how to tempt and redirect humans to listen to demons instead of Jesus. So that was interesting. And that book was inspired by J.R. Tolkien's writings. So it's kind of like a long line of really
C.S. Lewis, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't it C.S. Lewis, not J.R. Tolkien? J.R. Tolkien. No. Yeah, it was C.S. Lewis.
They all feel very close together,
Well, I mean, both worlds are very similar, so it's fair. Yeah. But yeah, I thought that was wild. And you had just watched that like the day before, and it's like, we're getting ready to watch it tomorrow. And she's like, I want to see it again.
Cool.
Yeah. I can't remember if I saw that. I think I saw you guys are going to watch it, and I was like, that sounds interesting. I don't have anything else. I've already watched all of the Bailey, please get out from under my feet. I've already watched all of the criminal investigation videos and interrogation videos on YouTube that I want to watch, because apparently all women are obsessed with those, and I can't even fucking tell you why. I don't know.
Hey, my wife is completely into true crime too, so it is.
I'm trying to pinpoint why. I don't know. We just like bad boys.
All right.
Oh boy.
We like other people's problems. We like fixing problems. Women like problems. Okay, we like problems.
It's not even new.
We like hearing about shit shows and train wrecks. And be like, I'm a better person than that.
When I was a kid, my mom used to buy these digest size true crime, true detectives, all that shit. Okay, when I was a kid, you know.
Yeah.
It's generational. I think it's in y'all's genes. I don't think it's anything new. Women been like that you know, since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And
There's a lot of
Pops
scary men out there. We just want to know about all the scary men.
and Pops was a kid back when Jurassic Park was just called Earth. So
Yeah.
sorry, Pops,
Dirt
I
was
had to
new.
get that one in. So yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Dirt
all
was
right.
new, man.
So one of the parts
I'm
I was
older
gonna
than
ask
Dirt.
about-
Okay, I'm older than Dirt. You gotta say, you gotta just say it right. And fucking it's older than Dirt. You know, it pretty much covers it, right? I'm
One of
older
the- one
than
of the things-
cosmic dust.
One of the things I was gonna ask about. You're not that old. One of the things I was gonna ask about the movie. You gotta think back to the very beginning of the movie, and that guy, like, there's like a guy that like falls off the building. You know,
Right.
was that? I'm trying to rationalize what that has to do with the rest of the movie. I feel like
that was the
That was
the psychiatrist that was supposed to be interviewing that dude.
Yeah.
The dude that we
and was the dude's mentor.
Yeah.
As well.
Okay, Bailey, go ahead. Bailey, you can be on the other one. She's like under my feet every time I'm
Hi, Bailey.
away, so I have to.
Hi,
throw it away.
Bailey.
She's fine. She's just mad the baby's on the baby's own seat, and she wants the baby off the baby seat.
The one thing I will say about this movie, both of those guys, for having to be in a room together, you know, basically that's the movie. There ain't a whole lot of nothing else. You know, most of the movie is dialogue and them in the room together. Those two guys, who I don't even know who they are, they played those parts really well.
Oh
Sean
yeah.
Patrick Flaherty, the guy who plays the demon, he was in Boondock Saints.
Yes, he was. And shepherds we shall be for thee, my Lord, for thee. Yeah. That's why I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Because he can act.
They both played those parts like really well. I wish there was a little bit more side story to stuff. Like he messed with stuff in dude's real world a little bit more, and they did more out of the cell stuff.
I understand why they didn't, but I can hear what you're saying. It would have made a better movie, maybe.
Yeah, you know, it was a good movie, but it could have been so much better.
You know what? This is my, I'm not disagreeing with you, but here's my devil's advocate, or devil's argument, whatever the saying is. I think what the guy who wrote this and then the movie is going for is that evil is out there, and it's not always, it's kind of like some of the stuff that I write, that I like to write. It's like, it's out there and it's not big and showy and flashy, but it doesn't make it any less dangerous or any less real type thing, So I think that's what they were going for.
It goes undetected. The one that goes undetected, he's like, we make it seem like you make it so that like you don't even know that you're doing evil when you do it. Like
they're manipulating you over a long period of time and just training you to be that what you end up becoming, so that they can inhabit you.
So Satan's cunning and he prowls the earth like a lion.
So it's like
power.
Well, it might have been more of a spectacle as a movie if they had put in like more of the flashy stuff. The message, I think, kind of linked itself more to, you're not seeing me coming, but I'm coming, and it's not going to be good when I get there, which was cool.
Well, I mean,
not cool, but it was.
Realized that the priest is totally and he's like, "Oh, you're cool, whatever, get out of here." The priest.
It's like they showed two examples where he supposedly interfered with dude's life.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, the two people that supposedly he murdered. Right. So they made that. I'm saying they could have done not so much flashy, but more of that, and like really fucked with dude. I mean, I'm not saying it's not a good movie. I'm saying, holy crap, man! Think about it in the hindsight. What more you could have done with it.
See, this is the kind of stuff that if I ever got a chance to do that paranormal show, like if I find some time, that I wanted to talk about, like I know in my life, one time we lived in this old house. That whole house was weird, man. And the lights would do weird things. Electricity do weird things all the time. And just at the at the exact right moment, you know, and we'd have people come out and they'd be like, oh, we found this. And then all of a sudden, and then they'd check and nothing wrong. And then months later, they'd find something else. And the house got struck by lightning 6 times. I swear to God. But it's like, there was always a rational explanation if you wanted to go that way. But after a while, you have to be like, I think we should just move. You know, maybe we should just move.
Maybe it'd be a best. Yeah.
I feel like the end of the movie was kind of setting up for a sequel. It's hard to tell what it felt like.
Put your rating scale up. Let me give you my it's very good. It's a very good movie. It is. You don't see too many that are this. And execution is in the it's a 3.5.
Execution, was that a metaphor?
Yeah.
Execution is right there in the rating. It's got to be that one. It's a 3.5. You know.
All right. On the Baja Blast scale there.
Heck yeah.
Let me. It's an interesting concept of execution.
Literally.
Yes.
3.5. I'll give it to you. There you go.
All right.
And
where are we
who's
going
up?
next?
Yeah, go ahead.
Me?
Yep.
Yeah, I have to say, you know, if I was just judging it on the concept and the execution, you know, I would be 3.5, 4 with Pops. Unlike Ghost Pepper's booby scale, though, one of my like hobbies and the stuff I like to write about is demonic possession and demonology and stuff. And whoever wrote this did their homework. I mean, there is all of the literature that I've read over the years. There was nothing that was out of place here. The steps, the way they describe everything. And for me, that's one of the reasons I enjoyed it so much, because it like fits right in with the stuff that I like to write and do, which bumped it up another point for me. So I'd have to put it up there as a 5 for me personally. It's become one of my favorite movies. I've watched it twice more since we watched it last night. So,
yeah.
Okay, well, see, there you go. There's that Pop's personal scale. Would you pay to see it, or recommend it to somebody, or watch it again? It's like those things matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
It doesn't
he bought it.
Yeah. Not only that, I texted my family and my friends and recommended it too. So
it doesn't get up to the 4, 4.5, 5 unless you're willing to do those things. Pay to see it, buy it, watch it again. Like anything that makes me want to go watch it again.
Tell your neighbors.
Yeah.
Like anything that I would have paid to see, even if I don't pay to see it now, if I sit here and watch it and go, yeah, I would have paid to see that theater. That's going to be up there in the 4+ range. It's stuff, it's like you gotta. There has to be, how much did I like it? Did I like it enough to play it, pay for it, etc.? Then And there's another one. Replay, recommend, or pay to see. Those those things matter. Would you?
Yep. Yeah.
Would you? And I would too. I'd watch it again for sure.
Cool.
Andy, what about you? Where does this fall for you?
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, everything was worded super well. Like the way, like they really did a great job at portraying this guy as a as the demon completely controlling him, and like you can totally tell when he switches like immediately. That guy was a great actor.
Yeah,
and, like,
Sean Patrick Flanders is no joke.
Do you guys remember when I started laughing during the movie? When I busted out laughing? Do you remember?
No.
When he was choking him out on the table, remember?
Oh.
As soon as he snatched him up, I started laughing. I was like, I saw that shit coming.
Yeah.
So what did you rate the movie, Eddie?
Yeah, I mean, I'd totally give it a 5. I mean, from a Christian perspective, I feel like that movie could totally be like a good thing to like show atheists or whatever.
Yeah.
You give it a masterpiece rating, really? Wow.
One thing.
It would be a great book too. It's great storytelling.
One thing. Go ahead, Addie. I'm sorry. Go.
Yeah. Just like the demon was like always in control of the conversation, and everything he said was just the way a demon would be. It would be like cunning and preying on you, and the way he was like gave him permission, and he just stared at him. He's like being patient and just like. But yeah, it's pretty good. It shows the longevity of how evil really creeps up on you.
Right. Really makes you think. It's like, what have I said yes to in my life that could lead me down this path that I obviously, after watching the movie, you don't want to be in. So it's like, what have I thought and said yes to, and then you have to think back and like, okay, well, I used to not like this one thing, and now it's okay in my opinion. And then you're like, was that one of their triggers? One of the things that they are using to trick me into thinking, well, it's not that bad, type thing. So it's like
series of temptation and choices.
Right. So like, wow. It really made me think. So
I will also say one of the things they talk about a lot of times with possession, and then at first it's oppression and everything, is that it starts with like physical tics and stuff like that. And the guy who did the Sean Patrick Flannery, man, his physical acting in this was incredible. I don't know how he kept it up.
Yeah,
and of course it would never happen, but because it's an independent film and it's a Christian film, but he should have been nominated for some award for this role. So
it's outrageous.
I mean, everything I believe was biblical. I'm gonna make Kevin watch it because he knows a lot more. Well, he's not a better Christian than I am, but he knows a lot more than I do in depth as far as, because he grew up like just learning a lot more than I did, unfortunately. But
I'm gonna go get the next studio set up. You can go ahead and run this out, guys, and I'll see you in a few minutes.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
We'll be back at 11 o'clock with the real deal, John Carpenter's Vampire.
Nice.
Awesome. Later. All right. Well, so I am agreeing with you, Addie. It's a 4.5 or 5 stars for me because I really enjoyed this movie. And like I said, it really made me think, and I started analyzing like my past. It's just like, okay, so if I said this was okay, and then now several years later, it's like, okay, now this is okay. Like what series, what chain of events? Like it just makes you think. Analyze your life choices. It's just wild.
This movie was totally biblical with it's true. Like you gotta hold every thought captive and guard your heart. Those are biblical principles, and it was just portrayed very well in a non-shove Christianity down your throat sort of way.
Yeah.
Well, that's why the ending was so interesting to me too, though, because it's like, he finds the manuscript, and then what does he decide to do? He decides to rewrite the manuscript and publish it on his own with his own thing. And it's like, man, just messing with it at all, you could see how it's possible that that's what they were planning the whole time,
Right.
It's, so.
Yeah. And maybe his weird attempt to sway people or assuage people from not doing this is the exact thing that he thinks is the right thing to do, but it's just still getting the demon's word out there.
Yeah.
It's just like, why would you even bother publishing it? I would, try to burn it.
And
do something.
What he's doing, it's like telling people what Satan or the demon's trying to do.
Right?
It's like, it's a warning.
Not only that, one way of looking at it is that you're exposing more people to the possibility, and there's a lot of people out there who would never have believed in it, who'd be down with it, you know? So it's like, I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's, you know, I know the movie's called Nefarious, and there's already another movie called Insidious, but it's like Nefarious and Insidious. So, you know, it's like, it's really good that way. It's really good. So, I enjoy it quite a bit. So
yeah, it is one that I do think I will be adding to my personal library, because it is just a great movie. And if my mom is still watching it, I doubt so, but if you're still watching, you should watch Nefarious.
I mean, he would I know a guy, he would never consent to doing an interview, but if I can get a hold of him, because he's kind of tough to get a hold of, he's a priest, he's a friend of mine, and he's an exorcist. And I'm sure that he would like this movie, you know, as far as it being accurate and everything. I don't know, he would watch it for entertainment, because, you know.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying, hey, everyone should watch this for entertainment purposes. No. It's just, I feel like it's a better warning. Just on a personal level, it really made me think through my life choices, and it's just like, man, you see things like this, and you're like, okay, I need to put on the full armor of God, you know, and things like that. And because they talk about the breastplate of righteousness and all that stuff, and it's just like, I mean, come on, like, well, why am I not praying about this every day of my life? Like, it's like I need to wake up and start praying and pray over my family and stuff like that. It's just like, because this world is wild.
It just, the movie just makes you more aware of what is going on around you, whether you look away or don't. What's going on here?
I mean, like, and if you think about all the people, like the Epstein files and all the sex trafficking and stuff like that, like it just blows your mind. Like, what?
I'll be honest, it made me think the same thing as I was looking at it, because today I was thinking about it when I was rewatching too. I was like, all the times in my life where I've made the wrong choice, and then, you know, or the times in my life where, but for making the right choice, I could have gone down an even worse, you know, situation. So, you know, and they're always just little choices, but those little choices stack up. So
the movie's like points out that like there are like I keep like losing words for it, just because of how well everything was done in this movie. It was very makes you self-reflect, very convicting. It's it's crazy. Like nothing was sugar-coated. I like how real everything was.
And the other thing I liked is that it's a Christian movie, but it doesn't bash you over the head with its Christianity. It's just presenting it to you straightforward. Plus, how do I say this the right way? It's like, I'm Catholic, you know, and sometimes there's certain things that are made for Catholics that don't really play over well with other Christian denominations. Sometimes there's things that are made for other Christian denominations that don't really fit with Catholics. This I think could resonate with any person who's, you know, godly or Christian or anything. So, you know.
Yeah. And so, like, my mom is in the chat still, and she said, amen to that. Pray over your family every day. Exactly. And man, it just the way I didn't actually realize it was a Christian film.
I did about almost halfway through. I was like, wait a second.
So you Googled it, right? And
like,
so do you know who put it out?
I think it's still my, but
let's see.
And the sad part is, because it's an independent Christian movie, is probably why I never heard of it. So
the guy that directed it is not the same guy that wrote the book.
Okay.
Carrie Sullivan and Chuck Konzelman were.
Konzelman,
yeah, they're Christian though too. But...
Yeah. Okay. So just for anyone that's still watching, on the day of his scheduled execution, a convicted serial killer tells a psychiatrist that he is a demon who can possess his body. As the evaluation ends, he also tells the doctor that he will soon commit 3 murders on his own. And, so that is the heart of the movie. And like I said, Sean Patrick Flanery, he can act. Honestly, I feel like the guy who played Dr. James, the guy that sat across from him, I feel like that would have been a good role for Ben Affleck.
Yeah, it would have. It really would have. So.
Because I feel like that would have suited him well. But both actors, even though Sean Patrick Flanery was clearly running circles around this guy, I feel like it served well for not only it's a representation of how the demon is running circles around him and all of them, but it felt right. Even though the other guy, whatever his name was, I forget, wasn't clearly up to acting chops as Sean Patrick Flanery was. You know what I mean?
I will say
he portrays as like the average dude, just being like, what the hell is wrong with this guy?
I will say, as a writer, though,
as amazing though, so you can see the parallel between holy crap, this guy's insane, or he's an action demon.
Yeah.
As someone who writes horror books and as a writer, I can't say how impressed I was with the writing in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And
there really the Bible a lot, because he even called God Jesus like the carpenter. He never once said Jesus. He always reduced God to the smallest thing there is, just like a human job.
Well, and he talks about Peter one point as the silly fisherman, and but
he's always lifting himself up, be like, our plan is better. Don't you want to be in control? Don't you want to be your own God? It's like, we wouldn't want to be out of control for 1 second here.
But there's like small little instances of cruelty too that were so well written, like the one where the demon suddenly takes control again and cancels the guy's last meal. It's so cruel, and it just fit. And it's like there's nothing inherently scary in that, and yet when you sit and think about it, it does run a little chill down your spine, because it's like it's just cruelty for the sake of cruelty.
And his monologue on how it's only fitting for the skin to be melted off and his eyes are going to explode and all this stuff. The monologue he delivers when he's talking about his impending death at the electrocution, it's just so insanely cruel, and it's just boggles your mind. Like, it's just a wild scene.
Like I said, we've said it a lot already, but I'll say it again. Sean Patrick Flanery's performance, it made me believe
I have to go,
he was
sorry.
a demon. Okay.
Thanks so much for having me. The baby's just very fussy tonight. Good night, guys.
Good night. See you later.
Yeah, it was good.
It really was. Good. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it.
I will say I am getting really tired. So if you guys, we're live, but let me know if you need people for the show. But I think I'm probably going to retire. So
all right.
So
I'll bid you adieu.
Yeah. Well, I'll wait till the show's over, till we get out of here. So
all right.
But
let me get that lined up here. So yeah, if you haven't yet, go check out the different YouTubes and things like that. Like us wherever we're at and wherever you're seeing this. Don't
invite demons into your body, no matter whether you believe or not. Just don't do it.
For real. Yeah, no. Just hedge your bets at least. Like
Good.
Say
no doesn't cost you anything, you know?
Right.
So,
like, yeah, no, I'll pass. You want to possess me? No. I'm good. We'll pass.
Yeah.
Hard pass
So,
on that. Jeez, a whiz. All right. Well, let's do this here, and then. All right, we're gonna head out, and if you're up for sticking around, over on Pilled, we're gonna be showing vampires. It will be fun, and we're gonna have some fun there. All right, so bear with me as we do this, as I figure out where the thing goes. Okay, yeah. All right, we'll see you later. Until next time.
Bye, everybody.
Thunder Nerds home.
Bye.
Forgot. Totally forgot. But movies for next week. We're going to watch Vampires tonight, which we'll review next Friday. And then Trick or Treat on Monday, which is like a 2007 one. It actually has the Prince of Darkness himself in it. And then on Thursday night, we're going to be watching not Nefarious. What is that movie? Jeez, it was Nosferatu. So we'll be watching Nosferatu on next Thursday. So that's our movies for next week, and we'll see you later.
If you missed the live viewing of any Madness Entertainment Group production, you can find all our content on Roku or as a member of this channel. We'll see you next time on the Madness Entertainment